viewers and welcome to my advanced armchair exercises video. I received many good comments about my early videos on armchair exercises. Some players are now asking what more they can do to continue to build their forearms and wrists. And in answer to your requests, I've created this video, Advanced Armchair Exercises, where I'll show you how to use ordinary household objects to take your forearm and wrist strength to a new level. Exercise number 1. You'll recall from my second video the up, down and figure 8 movements that help to build your wrist. Here's a simple way of making these exercises harder. Put the racket cover on, and this time I'm going to put just a small book, there's a little bit more weight, inside the racket cover. Now we've got a lot heavier object here to do our exercises. And it's the same racket exercises we did before. So if you recall these in a figure of 8 both ways. That makes it a lot harder on the wrists and the forearms. Exercise number 2. Here's an exercise I learned from martial arts training. It's called dynamic tension training. What this involves is really tensioning certain parts of your body, and in this case it's going to be just the wrists, moving back, really tensioning, so we're tight here and it's squeezing, and we can do this as we're doing an exercise, so we're doing both sides, but really squeezing as you're pushing up, as though you're going against the resistance, and you're going resisting that way and resisting downwards as well. It's very, very good for endurance in this key area, the forearms. That's a simple exercise called dynamic tension training. Exercise number 3. This is similar to exercise number 2, but we're going to have a little bit of help. What I've done is used a racket, in this case some string and a stone. Now this is an old exercise that many badminton players have seen done many times before. Basically, it's exactly the same movement. We are unravelling the string, moving the wrist to full extension, lowering the string towards the floor. Just before it gets to the floor, we need to stop and change round and bring it back to the top again. If you find an old broom handle that you can cut down, then that's absolutely fine. But I'm just using the racket on this to show that you can use something you've already got. Let's just do a side view for you so you can see the full movement of the wrists, and I'm more interested in the movement of the racket hand than the non-racket hand. So I'm using the non-racket hand basically just to support rather than to do the exercise as well. If you can do, say, 5 sets up and down to begin with, you'll really begin to feel it in your forearms and your wrists, and increase that to 10 sets. That's exercise number 3. Number 4. This is a great forearm exercise I learned from reading about martial arts master Bruce Lee's training techniques. He had tremendous forearms and wrists, and this was one of the key exercises he used to increase his forearm strength. For this exercise, I'm going to use a hammer. Okay, so I'm kneeling down, I've got my forearm on my leg, and basically what I'm going to do is rotate the hammer 90 degrees and then back to the top again. We'll do sets of 10. And then change over and use the opposite direction. You can see my forearms are beginning to work already, and this isn't a particularly heavy weight. So you can go back to that side again, do say 5 sets, and then have a rest, and then increase the weight on this side, find something else, or just add something to it, and repeat the exercise. Very, very simple. Exercise number 4. Exercise number 5, back to our racket again. Very, very simple. I've taken the book out for now, but you can always keep the book inside the racket cover. Simple exercise is moving the racket as you would in a game situation. So if you've got lots of space around you, you can first of all develop your defence. And you're strengthening the speed of the flick, or you can work your overhead technique. Make sure you've got plenty of room if you're working inside, so you don't actually break anything. But it's all about the hitting technique with the racket cover on. Again, is going to help to build the wrists and the forearms. Very simple exercise, exercise number 5. So that's it, a short video, 5 exercises, just taking it to a new level. Enjoy them, practice them, please let me know how you're getting on with them, and hopefully you're going to find them really useful. Until I see you again, bye for now.